Coach, tough loss. It was a final. What do you think? First emotion after the game. What do you think? What happened? Why did you lose this one?
Oh, well, I wasn't expecting that last one because I'm proud of my guys. Yeah, it was a close game. You know, in the end, you know, that missed PAT made a little bit of the difference. You know, they're moving down the field. They're in field goal range. With a field goal, they can win it. And then you have to be a little bit risky. So, you know, giving up that last touchdown, it is what it is. No, we had too many penalties. The roughing the passers killed us on defense. Offensively, I think we moved the ball well. We weren't just able to finish the drive and get points out of it, right? It was always in that crucial area of the field where you can't really go for a field goal, where you're kind of out of field goal range, but you don't want to give them too much of the field. So, yeah, it is what it is.
Looking forward, this CEFL Bowl was a very nice final, and you said before it's going to help the CEFL. So you guys are going to participate in this contest again if it shows up?
Yeah, I mean, that's we're always looking forward to the CEFL. We're always looking forward to seeing teams that we normally don't face. I know the guys love it. I love it. It's a great competition, and you know, I think it's good for the European football.
What do you take away from this final for your further games in the Austrian Football League?
Well, you know, especially here in the big ones, you just gotta cut out the mistakes, right? The team with the less mistakes, you know, you're at one level. The team that makes the less mistakes, they win it, and that's what we have to learn from this: is be more focused and yeah, cut the penalties.
Moritz Böhringer, congratulations, CEFL champion. Coming back from the NFL, at least you won a trophy. How do you feel after the game? And the first question, how are you after that big hit you took?
Yeah, the hit didn't feel too bad. Like, it's a normal hit. It happens in football.
No impact, just normal.
Yeah, it happens, yeah.
How did you see the game? How did you see the game? I mean, what was it for you playing in the stadium and playing with these guys again?
Yeah, I loved it. The stadium is nice. Mountains in the background. It's a beautiful stadium. And yeah, I came back to win championships, and that's number 1 of 2. So we're going back and try to win the GFL too.
I asked Sandro Platzgummer before he was here, and he's with the Giants now, you know, what the difference is between football in the NFL and over here. And he said basically it's all the same, it's just faster. Would you, after 3-4 years over there, say it's the same thing?
Yeah, it's definitely faster, and it's just people are more used to playing football, so it's just experience and yeah, more time. With like
more complex schemes and more to learn mentally to absorb.
Yeah, the defense is played more different looks, so you, especially as a tight end, you have to prepare more for that. But yeah, here it's a little more easier, I would say.
Yeah, we saw that. Run away, catch a touchdown, make it look easy. Thank you very much for your time. All the best for the future.
Thank you.
Tough game today. What did you see? What happened? Why didn't the Raiders win?
At the end of the day, I mean, it's all about the details, the fundamentals. You know, there's so many little things that eventually led to the loss. You know, the first time the Raiders lost in Tivoli, probably in 8 years. You know, the first time they've lost a final game in a long time, and obviously for me it's tough to see because me just standing on the sideline, not being able to help out, it kind of hurts.
Would you agree that the Raiders offense moved the ball very well, I thought, and Sean played well, but they didn't cash it in, and that's why in the end it was not enough points scored? Would you agree?
Yeah, I mean, I think the offense did a really good job running down the time, you know, moving down the field. The drives always took so long. Eventually it was just the first down that we should have made, that could have won us the game. Obviously Sean Shelton is still one of probably the greatest quarterback I've ever played with in Europe, you know. I think he had a lot of pressure. He actually dealt very well with the pressure today from the defensive line of the Unicorns. And you know, losing is always tough. I'm sure the Raiders going to come back. It's going to be very motivating for everybody, you know, to try to work harder because it's been a while since we lost the final game. I don't even know when it was. So I think everybody's gonna have to look at themselves and try to just get better. You know, the Unicorns eventually just played a better football game today.
Just a short one in the end. I mean, I have to ask you, you spent the last year with the New York Giants. What's the difference between playing over here and playing in the States with the pros?
You know, the speed. I've never played a football game. Like I hope it'll happen sometime this year. But the speed is different. You know, the football is the same game. Like sometimes we call plays, they're just a different name, but play on the field is exactly the same thing. You know, eventually it's just everything is about the details. Every step has to be perfect. Every catch has to be perfect. So that's really the difference. Everybody's almost not human anymore.
Thank you very much for your time. I wish you just all the best. I hope you make it over there, and I'll be proud sitting on the sideline. Have a good one.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye. Coach, we talked before the game. Now the game is over. You won. Congratulations. What's the first thing you'd say after this one?
That was a game of at the top level in Europe has to offer to me. These two teams, two great organizations, came down to the very end, took a last minute, 2-minute drive to win it. I mean, it was two great teams and finished with a great, exciting ending. I think you couldn't ask for anything more.
Now, the big question before the game for everybody was how good are the Unicorns without all these Americans, because due to the regulations they couldn't play. You said they're not going to drop to another level, and you came through. What do you take away from this game?
I'd take away that, yeah, I mean, that's why we joined the CEFL to show, because we know that narrative's out there a little bit, that, you know, the Unicorns have some dual passports and things, and we wanted to show that, hey, it doesn't matter if we have them or not, we can compete with anybody. And we had new guys step up, some of our German guys, and played great, played at a high level. And I think that's what we take away is just it was a really big-time, complete team victory today.
So it was worth the competition, worth the trip, and if it comes up again, this opportunity, you'll seize it again?
Absolutely. We want to play at the highest level in Europe. We want to play against the top competition. The Raiders are top competition. They're year in, year out, one of the best teams, best organizations, and anytime you get a chance to play against them and compete at that level, we're all for it.
What do you take away for the GFL season now?
The first thing I want to do is make sure when we come back, we start getting a lot of guys opportunities on the field to play during this regular season. That's priority one for me because we have a big roster and we got a lot of guys who have earned opportunities and we want to make sure they get that. And in the GFL, it's a long season. It's a long season. So we got to celebrate this, be happy about it, probably a few more days than a normal victory, and then come back and get ready to go and try and go after this German Bowl.
Thanks for your time and all the best in the future.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Sean, thanks for stopping by. I mean, obviously a tough loss. You guys moved the ball well on offense, but what happened that in the end it wasn't enough?
Yeah, I think when you face a defense like Schwäbisch that, you know, they will give you some things. You know, they will play soft. They will challenge you to be consistent, and we're just not there yet as an offense. We're not there to consistently maintain drives and then punch it in at the end. And that takes a really special offense. And where you don't get penalties, you don't have missed assignments, you don't have a missed ball, a drop ball, or whatever the case may be, because I think that's been the trademark of our offense from 2017, 2018 to 2019, and now we've had a little bit of turnovers. I mean, it's been a storyline the whole season. We have injuries, and that's the key, and that's what we were missing today. Because in the second half, for us not to score. It's just we have to execute better in those scenarios.
I mean, there was a tough life for you there because I saw that they were changing coverages pre-snap and then disguising it and then dropping off again, and that never seemed to rattle you. You seemed to look off the guys and complete your balls, but then in the end, the final punch wasn't there, right? Is that the point?
Well, that's kind of what I'm talking about. Is, you know, we could execute really well for 3 first downs because we don't have an explosive offense anymore. And then we get a holding, and then it's 1st and 20. Or, you know, there was a drive where we jumped off sides 1st and 15, and then we missed a blocking assignment on 1st and 15. Now we're in 2nd and 12. And that's not really how our offense is designed. Even if we move the ball 50 yards prior to that, it really doesn't matter. And that's the consistency that I'm talking about. And no, they do a great job disguising coverages and moving things around. And but if you just, again, if you're robotic about it, and just go through your concepts, always follow your rules, always do what you're supposed to do, you're going to be successful, and we had a tough time in the second half doing that.
Thank you for your time, Sean. All the best.